Imagine stepping onto a broad, tree-lined boulevard. Tall sycamores stretch overhead like sentinels, their leaves gently rustling in the dry Uzbek breeze. Beneath your feet, the sidewalks are spotless, swept and gleaming a few meters away. A couple shares quiet laughter beneath a string of warm fairy lights. There's no rush, no honking traffic, no tourists with selfie sticks. Just calm stillness. An old man, weathered by time, offers dried apricots from a tidy stall behind him. The golden dome of the mosque reflects the evening sun, while just around the corner, a French cafe hums softly with jazz. This is Tashkent, a city most Westerners have never thought about, and yet, once you see it, it's hard to look away. It's not loud, it's not trying to impress you. But it does. You thought Central Asia was all dust, chaos, and danger, but what if the cleanest, safest city was hiding in plain sight? 2. Gateway between worlds. Tashkent sits quietly at the crossroads of empires. Geographically, it's in Uzbekistan, a landlocked nation surrounded by 5 countries, including giants like Kazakhstan and Afghanistan. Historically, it was the beating heart of the Silk Road, where traders, thinkers, and warriors passed through for centuries, and you can still feel that history in the air. After breaking from the Soviet Union in 1991, Uzbekistan entered independence with baggage. Russian influence still lingers in the language, the architecture, and even the older generation's mindset. But today, it's evolving fast. Under a relatively new president, reforms are reshaping the country, foreign investments are trickling in, digital infrastructure is growing, and tourism is being gently encouraged. Yet, Tashkent doesn't shout about its progress. It blends modern shopping centers with grand Soviet-era apartment blocks. Wide boulevards coexist with hidden backstreets filled with flower vendors and tiled tea houses. This is where East truly meets West, where the Islamic call to prayer can echo beside the hum of a city bus, where a hijab and a Gucci bag can belong to the same woman. It's a place that doesn't fit a single label, and that's exactly what makes it so compelling. 3. Soviet walls. Silk Road. So the moment you land in Tashkent, you feel the cultural duality. It's not just a city, it's a story, written over centuries in scripts both ancient and Cyrillic. This is a Muslim-majority country, yes, but it's not rigid. You'll see women in modest dresses walking beside girls in ripped jeans and crop tops. The call to prayer floats through the air 5 times a day, but so does the clink of wine glasses at stylish lounges. Religion here is more heritage than doctrine, more quiet pride than public performance. Hospitality is sacred in Uzbek culture. Guests are treated like kings. A simple visit to someone's home might involve 4 courses, a toast, and a gift bag of fruit. It's not just kindness, it's tradition, rooted in centuries of nomadic life where generosity meant survival. Then, there's the Soviet legacy. In metro stations, you'll ride under marble ceilings and mosaics of communist heroes, a strange echo of a past that shaped everything from education to etiquette. Russian is still widely spoken, and many elders remember Moscow more clearly than Mecca. But beneath all that, Uzbekistan beats to its own rhythm, one made of poetry, pride, and peace. A culture that knows where it came from and where it's going. For beauty and personality of women, there's something magnetic about the women of Tashkent. You won't see loud flirtation or skin-bearing fashion on the streets, but what you will see is elegance. Uzbek women carry themselves with a quiet grace. Their posture, their gaze, the way they move, there's poise in every step. It's not forced, it's cultural. Physically, many have that stunning blend you only find at the crossroads of Asia and Europe. Almond-shaped eyes, dark lashes, olive-toned skin, high cheekbones. Some wear headscarves. Some don't. Long dresses float around open-air markets, paired with heels or soft leather flats. Makeup is subtle, just enough to accent natural beauty. But it's not just the look, it's the feeling. Women here are smart, often speaking Uzbek, Russian, and English. Education is encouraged, and many hold serious jobs or study abroad. Yet femininity isn't sacrificed. It's celebrated. Dating isn't fast or casual. It builds slowly, with eye contact, with shared tea, with trust. As a foreign man, you won't be chased, but if you're respectful, sincere, and patient, you may find yourself deeply admired. This isn't a hookup culture, it's a connection culture. And when a woman from Tashkent lets you into her world, you'll know it means something. 5. Daily life. Cleanliness, attitudes, pride in the details. Tashkent runs on quiet discipline. You notice it not in grand gestures, but in the small details. Sidewalks swept before sunrise. Flower beds trimmed along the roads. Trash cans empty and used. There's no graffiti, no loud chaos, just calm. Locals take pride in presentation. Whether it's a businessman in a tailored jacket or a grandmother in a patterned dress and gold earrings, people dress with care. It's part tradition, part personal pride. Even the grocery stores feel curated. Neat rows of apples, smiling cashiers, no rushed crowds. Metro stations here don't just function, they gleam. Polished marble, grand chandeliers, art etched into the walls. Riding the subway feels more like entering a museum than a commute. Parks are everywhere. In the evenings, they fill with families strolling, kids rollerblading, students sharing playlists on one bench, elders playing chess on another. And it's the little moments: a woman quietly selecting tulips from a vendor, a man sipping grain, tea in silence beside a fountain, children feeding pigeons in a spotless square. You realize this city holds itself to a higher standard, not out of fear, but out of pride. It's a kind of order Western cities lost long ago. 6. A gentleman's lifestyle on a budget if you're earning in dollars, euros, or pounds. Tashkent feels like a life hack. Let's talk numbers. The average local salary here ranges from $400 to $700 per month. Modest by Western standards, but what you can get for that money? That's where it gets interesting. A clean, furnished one-bedroom apartment in a central, safe neighborhood, $250 to $400 a month. Add utilities, still under $50. Internet? Fast and cheap. Step outside and grab lunch. A hearty plate of plov or kebabs with salad and tea? $5. Dinner at a sleek, romantic restaurant with soft lighting and live violin? Maybe $12, and that includes dessert. Lattes in trendy cafes run you to dollars. A week's worth of groceries? Around $30, $40, and it's fresh, seasonal, real food. Housing is an adventure in itself. Some expats choose modern new builds with elevators, gyms, and 24/7 security. Others fall in love with older Soviet flats, quirky, full of character, with massive ceilings and wooden balconies that overlook leafy courtyards. For a Western man, this city offers something rare: dignity on a budget. You don't have to scrape by. You can live well, you can dress well. You can take someone out and not flinch at the bill. Here, life feels balanced. 7. Understated evenings. Unforgettable vibes when the sun sets in Tashkent. The mood doesn't explode, it exhales. There's no pounding nightlife here. No all-night raves or drunk tourists yailing through the streets. Instead, the city glows. You might find yourself on a rooftop cafe, the city lights twinkling below, soft music playing in the background as a gentle breeze brushes across your table. The waiter brings green tea or maybe a glass of local red wine. Surprisingly good, by the way. Jazz bars echo with the smooth sounds of saxophones, sometimes set against a backdrop of Uzbek string instruments called dombras. Other nights, karaoke. Lounges light up, not with drunken antics, but with sincere, smiling groups singing Uzbek pop or old Russian ballads. The joy is real and wholesome. Alcohol is part of the culture, but not the focus. Vodka is still a classic, a nod to Soviet history, but there's growing love for locally brewed beers and regional wines. It's social, not sloppy. Couples stroll hand in hand. Mixed friend groups laugh softly as they walk to the metro. Girls dress with care, heels, curls, perfume, but never loud or wild. There's a flirtatious energy here, but it's polite, wrapped in tradition. Tashkent at night isn't a party. It's Poetry.8 rules with a gentle touch. If safety ranks high on your list, Tashkent will surprise you. This is one of the calmest capitals in Asia. Crime nearly non-existent. Women walk alone at midnight without fear. Teenagers hang out in public parks without worrying. Even in the empty streets of the old city, there's a sense of quiet watchfulness, like the city is gently looking after its own. Police are visible but low-key. They don't hassle you. They're there, not to dominate, but to deter. It's the kind of place where order is respected, not enforced through fear. Of course, some laws are strict. Drugs are absolutely illegal. Zero tolerance. Public drunkenness isn't welcome. But the approach is measured. It's not chaos. Its structure, social freedoms are evolving. The older generation leans conservative, especially in dress, religion, and tradition. LGBTQ+ rights are limited by law, and open expression is rare. But beneath the surface, younger Uzbeks are different. Many are progressive, globally connected, and curious. They dress modern, think modern, and want change. Foreigners are treated with warmth and curiosity. You won't be hassled. You might even be invited for dinner by a stranger. It's happened more than once. Life here feels safe, structured, respectful, but never suffocating. In a world that's gone loud and frantic, Tashkent offers room to breathe. 9. Tashkent doesn't shout. It whispers. Some cities seduce you with bright lights and non-stop noise. Tashkent, DOES and single quotes T. It whispers. It won't try to impress you. There are no roller coaster tourist rides or screaming salesmen. What you'll find instead is rhythm, peace, pride. You'll remember the woman who helped you navigate the bazaar without asking for anything. The old man who insisted you sit and drink tea. The scent of freshly baked naan bread drifting out of a clay oven at sunrise. The silence of a marble metro station. The soft glow of the city under a dusty pink sunset. Tashkent doesn't scream for your attention, but once it has it, you don't want to look away. Is it perfect? No, the internet can be slow. Bureaucracy still has a Soviet hangover. Some attitudes are traditional, but the air is clean, the food is real, the people are kind, and life moves at a pace that lets you breathe. You might come here curious about the culture, the women, the affordability, but you stay because something about it just feels right. There's no Instagram filter for dignity, but you'll find it here. So if you're not looking for spectacle, but for soul, maybe it's time you met Tashkent. Thanks for coming along on this journey through Tashkent, the cleanest, calmest capital you've probably never heard of. If this video sparked something in you, leave a comment. Would you ever visit? Would you live here? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who's tired of the chaos and ready for something different. We've got more stories coming from places most people overlook, but that just might change your life. Until next time, stay curious and stay respectful.